Flapper coppers.
Wait, what?
Flapper clappers.
Flapper copper? What is that?
Flapper clappers. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Flapper clappers.
I really don't want to think about it. That's the great thing. Hi everybody.
Like, you have no choice. But
Why?
I really don't.
I think it took me
Okay,
way too long
now
to get that,
now
and
I
I'm not
don't.
happy.
I know. That's why I did that, because April was just sitting there looking like, I don't understand.
Welcome to the chaos that is Ampistrano. If you've made it to season 3, episode 2, you already know the shenanigans. I'm not even gonna try and explain it because there's no point. And also, who needs a white woman trying to explain things? So, without further ado, hello and welcome to Ampistrano. I am your storyteller, D&D Jordan Lee, joined by this phenomenal cast. A very special thank you to our sponsors and affiliations, Found Familiar. Make sure to use D&D Jordan Lee and AmpistranoDND when you check out for a percentage off your purchase, as it does help to support the cast. Also, thank you to Idle Champions. Go check out their game. They just added Karlach into the game as well. You can enter !Idle to get an Electrum chest, which will give you some things. I hate y'all. As well.
She was going to do it. I had to stop her.
Just gonna say.
Prince realized that brain cell was about to shoot across.
So, before we go around real quick, I do want to also just say a very special thank you to Wicked Snack, who is one of our newest mods, who is going to be helping us out. Please go and drop a follow. They're an amazing artist. They also do Patreon, and they're just absolutely phenomenal, very knowledgeable about Baldur's Gate as well. So we're really excited to have them on the team.
Are they an Asterion fan?
I can say that because they're actually like my longtime friends, so I can.
Wicked Snackles, they call me on the sexy weekends.
Anyways, I'm more of a Will and Minthara girly, is what Wicked says. Fair? God damn it. Anyways, so we have a couple quick announcements.
I like that one. That was really good.
That's a good
It's
one.
good, right? It's a good one.
You're more
Let's
like
go
a damn
around.
Trisket.
Let's go around real. Let's go around real quick. Introduce who you are and who you'll be playing today. Let's go to Dimples first, because Dimples is the most professional right now out of all of us. So here we go.
That is...
Yo.
You're saying that to the person who started off the show with flapper clappers.
Yeah,
Anyway.
about.
I'm Prince, aka Doubles and Dice. That is where you can find me around the internet, doing stuff, things. I'm a busy person. Just follow my ex Twitter, what the fuck ever you want to call it. I'm going to be playing Captain Draven Tybruin along with Gribble, Captain and companion, Daddies of the Seas. And we are trying to get back home to the ship. And we are going to have to get this crew moving because they dragging ass. Dragging ass. Say what I said.
You know what, bitch? We can fight about it later.
Amazing. Let's jump over to Sin.
Why would you do that?
Because why not?
Hi. I am your Sin, your resident he, they, and I am playing Blackstones today, your resident they, but he-ish, who is very tired in spite of never needing sleep. So, you know, that probably means things. We have concerns.
Amazing. We do not have a Robo this week, but Robo will be back with us, I believe, next week, if not the following week. So we're going to jump over to April.
Hello, sorry. A picture popped up. That was wrong time. My computer caught up. I'm April. You can find me everywhere online as April Raygun. I play Aurea, the monk and moon fairy. And sometimes she goes poof.
You can't say that after what you said in pre-show.
But that's exactly why it was said.
No.
Wait, what did I say in pre-show, Jordan?
I care not repeat. They can go follow our Patreon to find out. Anyways, the true owner of the channel, I am just here, fair.
I'm glad you got that, Dimples. Hi, I I'm Theron. I'll be playing Deodora Shadesun, your Battlemaster fighter. Pronouns are she, her for both of us.
Amazing. I caught it because of captions. I want that to be noted. I looked at the screen just as you finished saying it. Amazing. So a couple quick things before we dive in. Hey, go check us out on TikTok and YouTube. We are actually working to eventually, hopefully, stream over there, because who knows what's happening with Twitch. So, hey, consider dropping a follow there, as well as, hey, consider subscribing to our Patreon. We have a number of Q&As on there from the cast, as well as playlists, deep dives, as well as some, little Q&As where I've asked the players some thoughts about their characters, the game as well. And we also unlock different news and behind the scenes things there as well. It helps us support the cast, so consider becoming part of our Patreon. Okay. Anything else before we get started? I love it. Fantastic. All right, y'all. And now, without further ado, let us go beyond the veil of Ampistrano.
It's the way that you just snuck that.
It's Dimples, you were too quick.
That's what she said.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Bye, y'all. I'm gone. I can't.
So everyone, thank you for joining us for this episode of
Mission
Ampistrano.
accomplished.
You can check us out again on both patreon.com. You can also support us by going to kofi.com/D&D Jordan Lee for purchases and whatnot and things in order to brighten up somebody's day. And we will see you beyond the veil.
So, when last we left our adventurers, the group awoke within the archives and began to process all of the lives that they had been living, the fall of Felk, as well as their roles in the grander scheme of things. They reassured Javian and Carmen, mentioning that they would try to put a stop to the society before returning to the hearth. The next morning, Deodora took a walk with Sparky, and along the borders around Felk found wings. What remains of Yue's wings, rather. The barrier itself holding but slowly waning against teal orbs that encircle, searching. The group took time, spoke to another, and renewed those bonds before resting, with a new big day on the horizon. The day around you is dark, overcast. Mist is slowly moving through Felk, sometimes enshrouding individuals completely, so they're coming through the fog and mist that has heavily settled in. We are definitely in sweater weather as fall has finally embraced Ampistrano. Theodora, you mentioned you were the first one up as you made your way back to the hearth.
I don't know if I'm the first one up, but I'm the first one, like, I leave. I'm
Sure.
probably the first one to, like, leave the room.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else about where, if they're... Because I think Aurea and I usually get up, like, around the same time.
Sure. What are the rest of you doing at this time?
Dre was an early riser, but I suspect he would just be going through his morning workouts, staying in shape,
Sure.
speaking to Cribble.
Wonderful. Theodora, as you come back with Sparky from your walk, outside the hearth you notice that there is a cart that has been kind of drawn over. You see a half-elven woman that has bright red hair, curly, wisp of it kind of down around her face, the rest of it up into kind of small, short little buns on either side of her head. She seems to be covered in soot, wearing a brown apron over a white button-down shirt, black pants, and is kind of standing there. You see kind of trying to rub soot onto a very dirty towel and is kind of looking around for the moment. You know this woman. This is Johanna Swan, the individual who's been working on your armor and your sword.
Change your name, because now I just got Sweetie Todd in my head.
Nope, you said this the last time I brought this up. No.
Yeah, you should have done it then, you bastard.
Too bad. That's not what her story told me. Her name is Johanna.
Her story. This is the last time we're gonna see her. We see her twice.
We can just kill her if it's easier.
Yeah, let's just do a Baldur's Gate where we just slaughter the whole town.
Lordy Bay.
No. Theodora will approach like, good morning, Johanna. How are you?
Good. I'm glad I caught you. I heard some rumors you might be heading out from Felk, I guess, either today or tomorrow. I'm assuming today, though, You look rested.
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling better, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, we're trying to... I'm trying to leave today. I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Sure. Well, we can't have you walking around Ampistrano and doing all the things without your armor and your sword, right?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Is it ready?
Yep, and you see she kind of, like, excitedly gives a little skip and comes around to the back of the cart, where you see there's this blackened cloak that seems to be the only thing about her and the cart that is not covered in soot. So she peels it back, and you see...
It's made of soot.
and you see lying on there, for a moment it looks like liquid. It's metal, but it's not just silver. There's darker gray essence to it, with warmer tones, hues of pinks, yellows, warmer tones that seem to shift in the light. As you see, she's kind of casting a little bit of light in her hand, and you see it's kind of glowing every now and then, going from a really, really dark, almost invisible, to a bright, shining light. Very reminiscent of the oil slicks and mussels on a beach. Again, the food, not someone's arm muscles.
I mean, maybe somebody's arm muscles. I mean, you just get that sweat going.
So you see that kind of laid out very nicely, as well as next to it, a great sword. And this one you can tell has runes going up the blade itself that glimmer with light yellow and grays, giving it every so often just a little pulse of energy and light to it. And you feel, even from here, your essence imbued in both the armor and in the greatsword.
Ooh.
So,
Excited.
I'll give you the actual stats, but while wearing this armor, once per long rest, you gain advantage on spirit savings throws. You take 2 less spirit, piercing, and bludgeoning damage. And any weapon you wield does an additional 1d6 of shift weave damage.
Fuck yes.
Your
Oh, hell yes.
Your sword. It's a +1 greatsword. You can store up to 5 spirit points or charges at a time. These charges can be used to inflict damage on a foe or cut the spirit damage down by the number of charges to yourself or others around you.
Oh my god. That's fucking sick.
I will
Put it on my character sheet.
I'm going to put that in our little chat that you and I have. So you have that. There you go. So, Johanna is just kind of watching you take everything in. But your essence, as you did pay a small portion of the spirit beforehand, because she needed to, with the help of her husband Efrix, make this so that way it was attuned to you already. Your spiritual essence, your soul is already attuned to both of these things. So you kind of see her just standing, arms crossed, kind of shifting between excitement, but also a little bit of nervousness of, are you liking it? Or we can tweak anything that you may not like, but this is what we could do with the time we had.
No. It's incredible. Thank you. How much do I owe you?
So it's about 200 gold for all of that. It was going to be more, but you and your automaton friend gave us a lot of the supplies. I also have a couple things for him in the back as well.
I can go get him.
Okay. It's up to
And
you.
then, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll run up and get Blackstone and then, probably get Ori and be like, can you, like, try to, like, pick up, like, how much 200 gold is.
Yes.
Try to, like, pull out, like, get as much as I need. I only have, like, I'm gonna have, like, 7 gold left. It's fine, though.
So if Ori is counting your gold for she sees how little she'll have left, and she slips in 50 gold of her own.
Oh.
No, that's really cute. Okay,
Now
thank you.
calculator. You're welcome.
Blackstone, you see Deodora come bounding up the stairs.
Good morning. Is there some danger afoot?
Oh, no, Johanna's just here with our stuff.
Oh, Johanna.
She said that she has stuff for you.
The person from the armor shop.
Yes.
Ah, very well. Well, then, I suppose we should go and see her. Let's go do that.
Yeah, I, like, kind of drag Blackstone along. I'm very excited.
Yes. You come down, and Blackstone, again, you see that half-elven woman with bright red hair. You can see she's been, like, polishing the armor even as she's kind of sitting there waiting for the both of you to come back. It's just kind of doing double checks every now and then. Even at one point you see the armor kind of floating up, and she kind of holds her hands across, and the armor separates for a moment, and you see her slowly putting it back together, just trying to ensure that this is the most durable it can possibly be, that there's no flecks of soot, there's no dents, there's nothing. And she sees the both of you coming down towards her. There's the automaton friend.
Hello there. It seems that you are taking extra amounts of time to be very thorough. I appreciate this.
We're nothing if not thorough. I have a couple things for you as well. I have that short bow that you were wanting to have worked on.
Yes, thank you.
No problem, as well as those daggers, and then one more thing. And you see she pulls the short bow, which when you had given it to her, it looked like the wood had been splintering. It looked very plain. Literally just a slab of wood pulled together with some string. This thing is a dark purple, but it's not just one shade. It is shifting between violets to a royal purple every now and then, subtly kind of moving across the large bow portion. The string, for a moment, it takes you a second because it doesn't look like the string is actually there, but you realize it is super, super thin and imbued with a purple light. So, with this short bow, it is a +1. Once per long rest, you can cast Hunter's Mark without using a spell slot, or a healing shot. So you can fire a shot at one of your friends and do 1d6 health. I hate y'all.
I can't wait till I forget that I missile snare or something as a monk.
Yep. So that is there. Next to it as well, you do see that there are 2 daggers, similarly having a violet and purple hue to the handles of it. The blades around, you can see that the purple kind of moves across it. These are +1 daggers. Once per long rest, you can impose disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and it does an additional 1d4 spirit damage. I will also send this to you. I hope that's okay.
Oh, it seems exceptional. Very fitting to the situations that we find ourselves in. Uncannily so, actually. Thank you very much for your work on these.
Not a problem at all. And then back there, and you see there's kind of this small box made of wood, and you can see that there are like spare parts and stuff in there that from your keen eye you can tell were purposely broken. You mentioned you like mending things, and Efrix and I don't have any need of these anymore, but figured you could use these on the road. I guess you're knitting and stuff for the evening when not adventuring. We figured you could mend them and break them as much as you need.
If I had the means to do so, I believe this would be an appropriate moment for shedding happy tears. But since I do not have that capability, I will accept your boxes. Thank you very much for thinking of me.
You're welcome. With everything as well, it's going to cost you about 75 gold between everything. You kind of see as you're kind of busying with your pocket, she's going to start, again, just double checking everything before helping Theodora. If you wanted to put on your armor, she's going to help you kind of trying it out.
Yes.
You see it separate for a moment, and then kind of like when you were being fitted piece by piece, it coming on to you, or adjusting it every now and then.
Sick.
But it's a perfect glove.
I do not have gold coins, but I do have a particularly shiny rock that I believe I was asked to save for just such an occasion. One moment, and like Blackstone produces an entire topaz.
Okay. That's right. Okay. She will take it, and you see she reaches into her bag, and you see pulling out these kind of glasses, and it elongates so she can kind of check the topaz itself. Yeah, we can call that even if that works for you.
Oh, I could just trade rocks?
I think so.
If they have worth,
Well,
yeah.
Well, and this one is particularly useful for doing things like altering components, especially in magical ways, similar to the way that these things were altered. Blackstone also has like very little concept of like he knows that this is valuable, but
Sure.
they're also like, I know that this is useful, but do I need this? Probably not. So here, this, like, for the audience's sake, this item is like $3,000.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's what I was like, you certainly can.
Well, damn, that should cover my shit too. Give me my money.
I mean, you can if you want. It's up to you. You get the
Oh.
vibe that Johanna is not trying to chase you down or shake you down for money. She just wants to make sure you're happy with the product. So.
Well, and the other thing is Blackstone don't got change. Like, he has 8 gold pieces and a topaz. That's it. Like, there's no
Sure.
in between. So it's kind of like I have a $5 bill and a $100 bill, and someone said, hey, this is like $30.
Yeah, I don't know if Theodore would have any concept that topaz is worth more than...
Sure.
it
Sure.
looks. So
We'll just say
Actually,
that
Johanna
you have a
was-
standing credit with the shop. So I mean, we did tell y'all if and when you need to get some repairs and stuff. Either you can send it along, or if you're passing through again, we can just do maintenance, and we'll say you have a standing credit with the shop. Does that work?
That honestly sounds incredibly convenient. Aside, I don't know if any of our compatriots might have need of your services, so that might also be useful for them.
Could, for sure. Perfect. All right, that's it for me. I won't take up any more of your time, especially if you're heading out today. But I just want to make sure you were happy. There's no alterations, and you'd be good to go.
thank you.
No problem. Good luck out there.
Blackstone's just like flourishing like the daggers, and they feel like significantly less naked.
They also feel really, really light, honestly. There's a little bit of weight to it, but you can tell it's perfectly balanced. Like if you do the kind of, I don't know, I did this in class when I was bored, but kind of holding the pen or pencil in between, like right at the bridge of your hand, it's perfectly level.
Like just
Yeah.
like this. That's nice.
Yeah. Just a question.
Yeah.
Do you have like stat blocks in D&D for these items?
They
or
will
do
be
I-
in later today. Yes.
Okay. I was just like wondering like if it's like plate armor, like what?
It is plate
just
armor.
wait.
Yes.
Okay.
So that will be in there later today. I just didn't have a chance. I forgot, truthfully. But I did message you the info, so you do have it.
Yeah.
So, but it will be there. And with that, Johanna will give a little wave, and you see her kind of taking the cart, heading back towards the square to where Splinters, where the forge and shop that her husband and her work. She disappears into the mist.
I wave a whole lot.
I love it. Amazing. All right. Let's bump over to Oria. What are you still doing your exercises? You just saw Deodora and Blackstone kind of take off at this time.
She would be doing her exercises and then just probably getting breakfast ready
Okay.
with Toby.
Yeah. You can see he's sluggish. He's a little tired.
Yeah, this is a Deodora Blackstone thing. She's not gonna butt her way in.
Sure. Draven, you also start to smell food being cooked within the suite that you're all sharing. But the day is yours, so what are y'all doing?
You'll probably find Draven is first down to eaten, packed up, ready to go. Kind of like just drumming the fingers on the table, kind of like that itch to go sort of thing. But he's trying to be nice, but he's like very stressed out, and the whole situation with, being in some other timelines really got him fucked up. So now he just wants to move.
I get
I
it.
think you would notice that 90% of Oria and Deodora's stuff is already packed.
Draven would absolutely appreciate this.
I think if you look at Oria, she's like tapping around and bouncing, and like her wings are going a little bit more. You could tell she's very antsy.
Same
That's the only reason
energy.
she's helping with breakfast, yeah. She's like,
Deodora's
"It's-
always
I've been in this place too long.
yeah, Deodora's the same way. And like I honestly think Oria and Deodora are like the type to just like they live out of their bags and like don't really take things out to begin with. So they're like almost always ready to just fucking go.
Love it. Okay. I imagine then Blackstone and Deodora, you're heading back up to the suite to
Yeah,
just
I
gather
burst
everyone.
into the room very excited, showing off my new gear.
Love it.
That's pretty.
I'm
Breakfast?
still not stealthy, but I look good. And then I wolf down the breakfast.
Love it. As you all are eating, there is a knock at the door.
Y'all look at each other. No one gets up.
Oh no, Theodore
Drake-
answers.
Oh,
Theodore
yeah.
would,
Go ahead.
because Theodore's probably still at the door.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'll go answer the door.
Okay. You answer the door and you see a familiar looking woman standing in the front. There's another one behind her. Human with long curly black hair wearing a green dress. She appears to be in her late 20s, kind of wearing finely crafted cloaks. You recognize this to be the well-rested Eliza, as well as her younger sister. Short hair, you can see she actually chopped it recently. Pencil thin, kind of a dirty blonde. Kimra, looking to be about 19 years old. Sorry, I hope we're not interrupting. Breakfast, at least.
I'll move out of the way and like let them beckon them inside.
Well, I suppose not, but how might we be of service?
Oh, you've done enough. We just, we're getting ready to head back to Vibrant and wanted to, thank you for helping us out, reuniting us, and making sure Vibrant didn't fall.
What else could we have done
Oh, you could have left.
besides help? That's really not what we do.
No. I picked up on that pretty quickly. It's not much, and you see she kind of reaches into her bag, where you can see there's a much smaller kind of satchel. But we managed to pull some money together that's not being used to help out with repairs. But we did want to just help in our way, especially since Lord knows what y'all are going to be doing up next. Inside the satchel, there's 250 gold, 3 regular healing potions, and you can see a set of rations that have a variety. These all have 10 uses, but it's a mixture of gumbo and a lot of the foods that you had when you were in Vibrant proper.
You said three healing potions, just the regular kind?
Yes, 3 regular healing potions. And 250 gold, and then rations, which have 10 uses. No recipe has been repeated twice, so, like there's oxtail, there's gumbo, there's a bunch of different foods and such in there, that will last you for a little bit. Just trying to give you some comforts of home even when you're out and about.
I appreciate that.
They're like, we don't know this man.
I don't just appreciate it. It's food.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm being nice.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. And good luck with Vibrant.
Thanks. We'll try and send updates when we can.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully we'll be able to come back someday.
Yeah, especially if you know how to reverse some of the crystal effects. That could be useful.
Well, that, and also, we wish you a safe journey through the woods.
Thanks.
Although, hopefully, I think they should be safer this go around.
Well, I'll be a little bit more energy filled and I have my blade, so that'll definitely help.
Oh, don't pick strange flowers if you don't know what they are. Don't let your friends turn into crabs.
Yeah. They're still under surveillance, so like I said, we'll try and send updates when we can. And you can see as she's talking, there's a little bit of like pain and sadness around her eyes, but most presenting, at least, she's got an air of calmness about her. But you can already see the gears working in her head of like already thinking of all the things that need to be done. So, Kimra, do you have anything to say? And you kind of see like the 19-year-old has been acting kind of like a 6-year-old of just kind of staying behind Eliza, not really knowing what to say. And after a moment, she just says, "Thanks."
And rattles a lot of ice.
Yep. Yep. She's really rattling the ice around a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, thanks.
Nope. No problem. Glad we can help.
Great. We should head out. You all look like you're heading out as well. So,
I kind
out
of want to take a moment to like get a vibe check on the more shy one for a second.
sure. Why don't you do an insight check?
Okay. I don't know what my insight score is, so I'm gonna do a thing real quick. Ooh, okay. That insight is an entire 10.
Okay. That's hard to tell. You haven't really met Kimura before this, because Kimura was taken before you all arrived. So you don't have that baseline to kind of measure, and whether that's fatigue or nervous about meeting some new people, or it's just kind of hard to tell. She doesn't look like she's in pain. She just looks like she's trying to take everything in. But she's hard to read.
Okay.
Right. We'll head out then. Safe travels.
This is real awkward conversation.
Yep.
I personally,
I did-
I as a player forgot all about them. So
I'm
I'm
going
like,
to
oh
be-
fuck.
I'm going to be very awkward and just go. As I understand, for some people, it is customary in partings to, I suppose, give hugs. Would you like one of these things?
Oh. And are you dressing Eliza or Kimura?
Yes.
Okay. Eliza will kind of cock her head for a moment, and then does reach to give a hug. Kind of extends her hands. You feel her embrace. Kimura kind of just leans in, doesn't like raise her hands up. She's just kind of processing everything. Doesn't seem to be meeting anyone's eyes. Is just looking at the ground a lot. And every now and then kind of looks around the room, taking in Smarky and the other critters that are roaming around, but doesn't seem to be making eye contact so much.
I noticed. I don't know if I noticed as I'm like right next to them, so probably do. And I go, you know something? I am learning a lot about what to do when you lose people that you care about. And one of the things that I am learning is to make sure not to forget about the people who are still here. And, well, to tell them when you are having difficult or complicated feelings about still being here, and to let them remind you of important things.
Yeah, I would agree. You guys see she looks down at Kimura, who's just kind of leaning against her shoulder, kind of still looking at the ground. I think we just need time, that's all. Which now we have, thanks to all of you. And we'll be doing our part too.
Remember to take breaks and cook and find interesting things to do. That's also important.
Correct. We will. All right, let's get going. And you see she kind of leads Kimura back to the door, gives a little wave, and they both head out. Leaving you all.
Forgot all about.
Is it always this? Is it always difficult like this when people die?
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll get the saying from people that says, time heals all wounds. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it does make you not think about them as much. But every now and then there's something that comes back and brings them back, and it feels all the same as it was before. And that's just something you learn to deal with.
The wound heals, but there's a scar that's left behind. A reminder.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's true either. I've had a lot of time with that question, more than I originally thought I did.
Yeah.
I don't know that the healing is necessary, but I do think making new memories is.
I'd agree with that. That's pretty poignant, Blackstone.
And I'll also say, I mean, we had a conversation before about how, you know, just because somebody dies doesn't mean that they're not with you. As long as you keep them in your memory, they're still alive in a way. You're muted.
I'm not muted. I'm not muted.
Oh.
I was just talking quietly, apparently.
Ori, you're so quiet. It's unlike you.
Sorry, I had too much food in my mouth and I didn't want to spit it on the table.
What were you trying to say?
I don't remember now. A lot happened in the last 30 seconds, and I got really freaked out about my abilities for a split second. But I do know, Blackstone, the best way for us to make new memories is to go find a new place. And she like hops up on the bench.
Just bags in hand, like we're leaving.
Just out of nowhere, they weren't even near the table. Just wings going at a rapid rate.
Okay, well, I suppose if we're going to new places... Oh, right. I think everybody had places that they already wanted to go. I don't think we can add a new one to the list yet.
Well, I just meant anywhere. As long as we left this place, it was a new place.
Where did you want to go? And also, is it on the way to Jorix?
Yeah.
Everything's on the way to Jorix now. Okay, so step one, if we're going to Jorix, we need to go towards the water, correct? Just towards the water.
Well, we need to go towards the mountains and then past the mountains towards the water.
But if we found a big enough water, couldn't we sail around the mountains?
With what boat?
I don't know, he's a captain.
His boat's in Jorix.
I have to get to Jorix to get to my boat.
But also, we need to get to the mountains because there's stuff that could help us.
Then we head to the mountains. I don't understand why this is difficult.
You just made it. You're making it difficult. I love you so much, but you are making it difficult.
Or you're just like head empty, just like go time. We go bye bye.
I like Draven's like, where's the confusion coming from?
Walkies.
Blackstone, where was it that you wanted to go?
Oh, sorry, what?
Blackstone.
And that is that is a whole thing that Blackstone said. Like, that reaction is something that you see Blackstone do in character, to be clear.
Phenomenal.
Mentioned going somewhere.
Oh, well, I suppose we do have places to go. Maybe after we finish going to the kind of important places that we have to go to, we can go somewhere fun.
But then let's go to the important places now, right now. Let's go. Back on, like back. She like just jumps back up onto the bench.
You know,
Oria's like actively like walking, like moving towards
Yeah,
the
I
door
think
as
at
she's
this point,
talking.
yeah.
I am I am also looking at this and thinking quietly to myself, whenever Aurea says we should leave a place and go somewhere new, it feels like we find out more terrible things. I don't know if I want to do new things. Blackstone does not say this.
Or is she like just hopping by the door, like, are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? Oh, is it time to leave now?
Go for a walk. Go for a ride in the car. You want to go for a ride? You want to go for a ride in the car?
Sparky's now like going nuts because Oria's going nuts.
I suppose we should. Hold on. And you all see me pick up like a bunch of broken boxes and go, well, I think this is all of the things.
Oh, those are the things from Joanna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your, I don't know what it is.
So Joanna noticed I was, particularly stressed one day, and that it brings me relief to fix things. So she brought me more broken things to occasionally repair.
Oh, that was kind of her. We're saying this as we're walking out the door, but we're walking
Yes.
and talking.
Oria's like against the door frame, like half collapsed, just like slowly melting.
Okay, you can get up. We're leaving. You're actually preventing us from
You're-
leaving
Pops up
now.
immediately.
Okay, we are back. Hi everyone, welcome back. Sorry about that. We've been dealing with OBS issues for the last like month or two. So occasionally it just goes out, and I just let everyone know real quick, so that way we'll be back at it. But welcome back.
Yeah, I've made
goblins
so
and
many
internet
commands for
kobolds.
this issue.
Yeah, it's just had a moment. That's all. But we're back. But yes, you all have been making your way out of the hearth, heading back towards that main square where the statues are. It's basically straight ahead is the kind of exit and entrance into Felk proper. So I'll ask one more thing before y'all move. Blackstone, you had mentioned you wanted to do one thing real quick before leaving, correct? Okay.
I do.
I do. Ooh.
Dimples. Take a point. So Blackstone, what is it that you would like to do?
I would like to go and find Gigan. Very specifically, I'm looking for like some magical water.
Okay. Doesn't take you long to wind off of the main thoroughfare of Felk, back towards Gigan's kind of private glade. There are lush grasses all around. To the far left, there's a giant willow tree that's kind of encapsulating around the glade, the main kind of focal point. But it's also completely entrenched around it in a pond of water. You kind of see Gigan at this time, now that there's no more Vibransic, is kind of just walking around amongst the mist, every so often picking at flowers, or just seems to be kind of just doing a little bit of a lap around her area as you approach.
Hi. I understand that this would be a good place to find an area that is connected to the magic of the Feywild.
Well, not just the Feywild, but all the different planes. The water pulls through here, through that tree, and she kind of gestures towards the willow behind. So, it does have unique properties to it. Mind if I ask what you're looking for with it?
I would like to do science. Very specifically, I have, after a long time, have thought about taking a pet who has been with me for a very long time on my journey and making them a proper familiar.
Normally, we don't allow outsiders to partake in the water, but you and your friends have done a lot for Vibrant and for Felk. So, we'll allow it.
Well, if it's of any comfort, and I say in Falcon, I'm not necessarily an outsider. I might be one of your oldest citizens.
I'm aware. She kind of gives you just a knowing look for a moment and seems to be looking at you, but also through you in that moment. And within you can kind of feel Carmen stir for a moment, but doesn't step forward, doesn't present themselves. But there's definitely some kind of movement within, like a fluttering of the heart.
Is that a positive feeling or is it anxious?
What do you think?
For Carmen, I don't know if Carmen knows who Gigan is. I
No,
don't know
so
if Gigan would have been alive from that time.
let me rephrase. Feeling that kind of flutter, what would Blackstone interpret from that? Either good or bad.
I think it would register as something to be cautious. I think it would register as something that they would be cautious about.
Sure. And Giga kind of just nods at you and leaves you to partake in grabbing some of that water.
And I go and I get some. Have we been told what organization, if any, Gigan works with in Felk?
She is one of the elders, one of the three. There hasn't been a mention of Antarian. And no one has spoken of or said that Gigan works with Antarian or any of the other leaders, so to speak.
Gigan, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure.
So now what happens?
In regards to what exactly?
Well, as I understand it, and mind you, like Blackstone's not looking at Gigan. Blackstone is just gathering water.
Gigan's looking
sure
at
that it's
the
right
tree.
amount and
She's
all
not
that,
looking at Blackstone. Yeah.
Right? It's well, we have a rogue society that has been around for ages at this point and is planning to do terrible things in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them very close to this place.
Mm-hmm.
There is the goings on at the Unital and what happens to the denizens who live there. That's what happens to this place after we leave. There's a future to prepare for because I am certain that the people who are, I suppose at this point, enemies of the world and feeding an incomprehensible entity of some kind are also working to, like they have their own goals and aims that they're working on. So
Yeah.
what about the people of this place?
We go on as we are. Try to help where we can. We're limited with what we can do, but we'll help where we can. There's not too much that we can. We're cut off from the world and can barely sustain ourselves beyond the border itself. So,
As I've learned, that is to a greater extent than any of us realized at the time that we got here. So, how do we help protect this place? This is, as far as I know, as close to a birthplace as I would have.
keeping it secret, keeping it safe. For now, at least. There's not much else I can really recommend. Only you know what is going to be best for you and your friends. But we've survived this long because this place has been a secret. One can only imagine if that society finds a bunch of wayward souls with no place to go, what they could do with that energy. It's no wonder why they've been looking for this place. They're trying to feed something. They've got quite the spread here.
I will say, given what we have brought to the town, they're not trying to.
Not yet, at least.
Secrets aside, if there are things that you know that would help us on our journey, it would probably be best to tell us at this point as it stands. Other plans are already in danger.
I think, unfortunately, you know more, if not about the same as I do. The time to look to your elders, I think, has passed. We don't have all the answers. So, looking to yourself and to your friends is going to be what's going to help shape going forward. And trust in that. You seem paralyzed by decisions.
I think I was looking for an answer to a question when I came here. And maybe it was good that I did. Even if I didn't find it.
What was the question you were looking to have answered?
What do I do with what I'm learning about everything?
I don't think you have to have an answer to that right this second. Who was it, Aurea? That fairy of yours? She does a good job of living moment to moment. Theodora, I think it was. Steadfast with decisions. Toby. Kindness. And a curiosity, much like what you have. And I'm not really sure about Tyborn and Cribble. But perhaps the ambition to see something through. But you don't have to have those answers right now, and those answers might change. But don't let it pinpoint you down.
One more thing before I go.
Mm-hmm.
In the areas that you're protecting, you may want to consider the Unitel. I think if they get access to that again, it won't be long before they end up here either.
We'll do what we can, but unfortunately we don't really control the boundaries, so it's not like we can extend it forward without sacrifice. So, but we'll do what we can, and we'll work with people of Vibran, I think. Trusting a special few, as we have so far, to make sure that history doesn't repeat itself. She kind of turns back towards looking towards the tree. As the mist is still growing around you.
Armin, if there's anything that you want to say, or if there's anything you want to say, this might be the last chance that we have.
When you say Rory, you feel a stirring. And in that moment, you're addressing yourself, but also not addressing yourself. From Carmen, minus that little flutter, she seems to kind of go dormant again. Doesn't respond. Leaving you to your thoughts.
I get up from the willow tree and go, if I get the chance to visit here again, then I would like to.
You're always welcome here.
And I leave.
As you leave, you look back for a moment. She's gone from the mist. It's kind of blanketing the area. As Blackstone rejoins the rest of the group, you do have that water ready to go. And I'm assuming you all head out of Felk at this time.
Yes, well, you know, Theodore, I think we wanted to ask Egan a question. But I also don't know if the answer would even matter at this point. I don't know what they're going to tell us that we don't know.
Trust your judgment.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
I guess this is it then. I'm going to... I guess, for now, I get to leave myself in your hands for a while.
What do you mean?
Well, I came here to this place, knowing that this is the place that I was made. They looked for answers to things, and now there's just, well, whatever comes after this. And I don't know what that is. And what I have is all of you. And that is kind of it.
I don't think you just have us. You have a lot. And just because this is where you're from doesn't mean you're meant to stay here. And not knowing what's going to happen next is part of what makes life worth living.
I hope so.
You don't have to be tied to who you were in the past. It can help inform you and inform decisions that you make, but you don't have to continue to be that person if it's not who you are anymore.
And Blackstone actually just starts scratching scratching their chin. And the normal veins that you see are starting to change colors. There's normally just a kind of golden yellow set of veins. Now you see bits of silver also sneaking into the coloration for a bit, so that it just changes. This is unusual. You know what all the system lights on Blackstone look like.
Yeah. Are you okay? Your lights are being weird.
Well, I've learned a lot about a lot of things, and I guess I'm changing.
Good. There's nothing wrong with change.
And speaking of change, I suppose the next change that we should be making is locations.
Yes, I agree. Before we do leave though, and we don't have to roleplay this out, I just
Yep.
I think Diodorus would like quickly go into the glade and like tell Gigan about like the wings that she saw around Felk and like how there's like that teal orb like constantly hitting it, trying to get in.
Yep.
Just so like they are aware of like what the fuck's going on. It can maybe like appropriately reinforce it.
She,
And then
yeah. She'll take that information down. You see at one point she pulls out a piece of parchment. It seems to be a map. Like someone has taken the time to kind of look at this like a foundation of a house. So she kind of asks you to point at the specific areas you were noting, and basically mentions that she'll try to have some of the guards that are doing some of the watches and such, keeping an eye on those sections specifically. She thanks you for telling her. She seems aware, but also incredibly tired at the same time. But she does listen to everything you were saying and wanting to help out in any way that she can. And you can hear her muttering every now and then about, moving resources around to allow for this to stay. But yeah, easily can do that.
awesome. And then I like rush almost as soon as I ran in, I run right back out. And I'm like, let's go.
Ada, just so you know, I'm leaving the city. So be sure to take good care of it. And hopefully I will find it in better condition than I left it when I return.
I will do my very best to make sure that the shop and such are safe. Safe travels to you. You hear the kind of robotic automaton voice coming back.
If you do run into any danger, please let me know as soon as possible.
I shall.
Give Ada a gun. Just give her a gun.
And you kind of get, for a moment as you're moving through the border, heading outside of Felk, that image of that, she's looking in slightly better shape, but still very broken automaton, as she seems to be cleaning a window, with a little bit of a smile on her face.
Without taking too long of a montage, is there anything that I was aware of in my visit to the shop about things that we could do to improve her condition so that she's just
No.
decently functional? No.
I mean, she's functional, but there's not much else. Not unless you wanted to. Probably better for like when a trip back, perhaps when you've gotten to know yourself a bit more, kind of thing, and reacquainted yourself. Because the expertise that Rory had when it came to creating these automatons, it seems like everything was done almost like a dance, so very intricately and such. So would definitely take some time, but
Okay.
But all of you pass through the borders around Felk and find yourself back within the wetlands around that heavy mist continuing to settle. April, can you roll a D100 for me, please?
I would also like to state that I'm probably like 20 feet in the air.
I know.
Okay.
I know. That's why I'm having you roll it.
4.
Okay. All right. We will find out what that means. when we
Only
come-
you would roll a fucking 4 on
Look, if D&D Beyond didn't tell me it was a 4, I thought it was a 400 for a second and could not figure out how to read that.
Oh, geez. We will find out what that means as you all find yourselves within the Genora wetlands when we come back from our break. So we will take about 10 minutes to get up, stretch, move around. check in with each other too. Again, reminder for today, we do have some content warnings in place because some people are also dealing with death, but also existential crises and crises with identity. So hey, just reminder to take time for yourselves. We'll be back in about 10. And now's a great time if you want to open up Idle Champions and play that in the background while you wait for us to come back. That would be great. But
Even better time to open up our Patreon and sub.
that too. That's very true. But we will be back shortly. See you all in a little bit.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the Sword Coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey. Heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, get your wallet there. Idle champions, you will say it again. Idle champions.
Butt cheeks.
Same thing.
They got the booty butt cheeks. They did not get yours, Dimples. Again, you're just
Flapper clappers.
There you
Wait,
go.
wait, is it the same thing as butt cheeks? Because I thought it was something else.
What did you think it
I
was?
don't even know. I don't know if I want to know, truthfully.
Process?
Good.
Process. Yes.
Fair? No. No.
I'm so sorry that I know what she meant and y'all didn't. So
I
sorry.
know what she meant. I just wanted her to say it.
Help me. Hi everyone. Welcome back from break. Hope you're able to get up, move around, all that jazz, and we're gonna get back into it. Again, just reminding, because we're dealing with a lot of things happening in Ampistrano right now, with death, as well as processing existential crises, as well as crises of self. So please, we appreciate all of you hanging out, but if you need to step away, step away. You can also enter an ! health potion for some resources as well, if you need anything. So just wanted to say that before we get started. So the group has finally left Felk with their armor, swords, and gear. After having a conversation with Geegan and Eliza and Johanna about the state of things and where Felk is possibly going to play a portion of its own journey going forward. The group set out onto the area just outside of Felk. Can each of you please make a spirit savings throw, please?
Mm-hmm. We'll use this one. Let's use this one. That's just a flat D20, yeah?
Mm-hmm. And then Dimples have a +3 and Cribble has a +2.
Okay. And I have a 19. And Cribble has a 15.
Okay.
Okay, y'all know how I joked about how I was gonna crit, and I actually did crit.
Oh my god, fair. Amazing.
So 23.
23.
Also a 23 because I too hit that crit over here and roll 20.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. April.
14. I hit 11.
Okay.
I used my advantage too because I rolled a nat 1 that first one.
Okay. It feels
See,
strange.
I use mine regularly.
It feels strange stepping through the boundary. Like a sheet or a blanket, and you're kind of moving against it. I don't know if anyone's parents have like hung up the laundry to dry and kind of mess with the blankets as they're kind of up. But you can feel the boundary almost sticking to each of you for a moment. As Theodora, you feel a very familiar sensation from when you touched the boundary itself before. And each of you see the boundary straining as you're stepping outwards. Instead of a clear barrier, it's shimmering, not with sparkle, but almost like a camera trying to focus in, blurring for a moment. So all of a sudden you see very faint lines of black to blue, the areas around a monarch's wings that seem to be almost clinging to you for a moment before you step out. All of you but Aurea are able to, no problem, feeling a little bit of fuzziness in your head, but those memories of everything that you all have experienced the last couple days, staying firm. Or there's a little bit more of a buzz that's been persistent for the last couple days especially. And for a moment that static kind of builds for a moment, and there's a little bit of tension in your head. A headache, possibly. Things get a little fuzzy. But you're able to step through. But part of you feels a little bit sluggish, like something was left behind as you step through. Finding yourselves almost immediately drenched around the outpour and downpour of rain that is happening all over the place. The mist is present, but not as full as it was walking around Felk itself. In fact, having more of an area to disperse. It's quiet. Every now and then, the crackling of thunder and lightning overhead, and the wind picking up every so often. Who's taking point?
Draven will take point.
Okay. And I imagine you're heading onto that main road and trying to head back towards where Illipin and eventually the mountains and Jorix are, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Can you please make a survival check for me, please?
Just a moment.
Yep, take your time.
I think I get a bonus to this, Swana. I do. I get to roll with advantage. Because I am the Capitan. This is for navigating, yes?
Correct.
Okay. And that's going to be a 15.
Okay. Rain ever present. At points, the kind of dirt road you're on disappearing into massive puddles of mud that just kind of flowing downwards. It takes you a while. You're having to move a little bit slower and a little bit more carefully, with the ground ever moving and shifting around you. But after a few hours, vibrant, or what remains of it, the smoldering still kind of occurring, rising high into the air. And you pass by, continuing on the main road. Eventually, after another few hours, night settles in. All of you are a little tired. You definitely are moving more than you have in the last couple of days. having to trek through, and the rain is still steady, just blanketing the area around you as darkness settles in.
Draven and Cripple are very much enjoying the rain. You will notice this is very obvious that they feel incredibly comfortable being soaked. Cripple is basically dancing and splashing in puddles. Yeah, it's very nice for them.
I love it.
The whole time we've been traveling, Ori has been kind of positioned above Diodora to help keep some of the rain off her.
No. Love that. Sparky every now and then is kind of darting around you, jumping into puddles, now much larger. So
That's okay. He got his little rain. I assume that
Yep.
his rain jacket's magical and still fits him.
it does still fit him. It has grown with him.
And
What?
he has little rain boots on, so he's fine.
Yep.
Question.
Yes.
I mean, how long is this travel taking us?
So you've cleared through Vibran. You're on the way to Illipin. You probably have another 3 days travel to Illipin, and then beyond that, it usually takes a week and a half to get to at least the mountains.
Okay.
Another 2 weeks to get to Jorix. So we are going to fast travel portions of it. So that's what the survival
Sure.
check was.
I just was wondering like how long we had been traveling
Yeah.
for.
Yep. So you had a full day. You've made it past Vibran, and at this point, you are making good time for Illipin, even in spite of the weather.
Okay.
Blackstone doesn't get nothing within 5 feet of Blackstone is wet.
Okay.
I was gonna say, periodically, since I can do this once a day, I cast Water Walk on myself whenever it starts to get incredibly muddy or wet, so I'm never like stuck in the mud. None of this is difficult terrain to me.
No.
Because I walk on it. And for the rest of the crew, I will periodically like gust of wind to make spaces for people to walk through so they can walk close to me and behind me. I'm just like, just follow me. I got you. And then gust of wind will blow some stuff out of the way so everybody has a path. He's trying to be nice to this crew.
He's
Sure.
being a dad. He's
Yeah.
being a father figure.
Sure.
Looking out for y'all.
He's that, and like he's like, don't put your wallet in your front pocket. You don't know about pickpocketing.
If someone's struggling, he'll use his water walk on them instead of himself. Like on the day, like Diodora, you okay? You're getting stuck a little bit. I know you have that plate armor on. Here, just use this. I'll slug it today.
Oh,
That's really cute.
I love it. But yeah, after leaving the kind of smoldering, and you do see glimpses of Vibran, it does seem like it's rebuilding their scaffolding where Ignacio's shop once stood. You can already see they're starting to try and put it together from the massive blast that it took, that black hole that kind of sucked everything away. Life is continuing on.
And so are we, because that's none of my business anymore.
Yep.
Keep walking.
But eventually, the darkness does kind of settle in, and you can hear the wind picking up, thunder and lightning continuing on in the background. It's loud. You can hear every now and then the earth around you rumbling slightly as a bit of lightning hits something in the vicinity, at least. Do you continue onward, or are you settling in for the night?
This is happening at night?
At this point, yeah, you've traveled a full day.
Oh, no, we're not traveling at night. I'm not going to have these
So,
people walking out.
yeah,
in
that's
the
why I was
rain
like,
at
do you
night.
want to keep going? You certainly can, or you can rest for the night.
No.
Okay.
If it was daytime, it'd be a different story. But traveling at night, is lightning around? Nah.
Yep. Wonderful. Okay. So you all want to then find a place to stay. So if whoever would like to do a survival check, you're welcome to.
Probably somebody who's better at it than Captain Draven Tyler.
Can I use Sparky to get advantage?
Yes.
was also going to say, I will help you from above.
There you go.
I would say I can help you navigate, but I
Oh,
just
okay. I mean,
survival
that's
check's not
a
good.
23.
Okay.
You see just off of the path a little way, there's a couple of trees that have been kind of bent over either because of the elements or just the way that the roots kind of took effect. So they kind of create a small hollow that perhaps you can rest in. There's like a large kind of arch around it, giving a lot of shelter from the elements at least.
I look very pleased with my finding. Like,
Perfect. But you can set up camp. All that jazz.
yep,
Okay.
we do that.
All right. Who's going to take first watch? I think is the first question. Or whom, if there's going to be two of you.
Take first watch.
Well, we know it's not Toby because Toby notoriously just be passing out.
Yeah,
in the-
Toby's already
and
asleep.
and
This is the
doesn't wake
thing.
up until the morning.
Yep,
Yeah.
Toby has been sleeping
I-
on Belita the
We got the
entire
baby,
time.
the Toby Bjorn. The
Yeah,
Toby
we
Bjorns,
got the
I've been-
Toby Bjorn.
Yep.
I've been carrying him. He's got uppies on the way here.
Yep.
It's raining and muddy.
That's rainy and muddy. Okay.
Yeah, we could have let him walk because he would absolutely just immediately drown.
Yep. It's been raining quite a bit. Okay, so Theodora and Aurea, you wanted to do first watch?
Oh, sure, we can. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why don't you go ahead and make any perception checks for me, please? Well,
7.
7.
I rolled a 2.
You're not sure.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. God damn, Felk.
So
outta here.
perception is that's gonna be 26. I don't know what to tell you. It's these fucking dispel dice, y'all.
Aurea, that kind of fuzziness is kind of persisting in your head a little bit.
Falls asleep.
I was going to actually say, if anything, it's just kind of more annoying. It seems like it's more pronounced. It's harder to kind of collect your thoughts together. And I imagine, honestly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you have kind of still that energy of like needing to move around, having a hard time settling. And that's stopping you from focusing in a little bit. But Theodora, sharp as a blade, you're able to kind of focus in, no problem. Rain continues to fall. Every now and then you hear blades of long pieces of grass moving and crunching around, and the gecko will kind of peek through the different branches and leaves and grasses and kind of dart back out. Owl calls in the distance. It's relatively quiet. Nothing on your search. Nothing on your watch.
I think I'll just ask Aurea, are you okay? You seem a little out of it.
I think I'm just sleepy. It's been a long couple days. Slept on a lot of floors for the last couple when trying to find you.
Oh, I mean, you can go to sleep. It's fine.
It's fine. And she kind of snuggles up to you. And she's kind of like, but she does fall asleep. She like just puts her head on your shoulder
of course. Yeah,
and
of
just
course.
falls asleep.
No, I'm gonna stay awake. I'm gonna stay and like immediately
I'm gonna,
out
no,
immediately.
I'm gonna stay awake with you. I don't want you to do this watch all by yourself. It's very cold. And I'm just
Immediately honk shoe. Like, okay.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Theodore will put like a blanket over Aurea's like shoulders.
Love it. Rest of your watch goes by no problem. Where are you waking up next?
I guess I'll wake up. Were Blackstone and Draven gonna do a watch together, or were you guys gonna do separate?
Fine. We can do a watch together.
I'm out for either of those things. Together could be fun.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll wake the two of them up.
Okay.
Don't we need 3 watches though? Who's the third watch?
We'll have Toby
oh,
go, and I'll have Fair roll.
Toby
for
and Cribble.
Toby and Cribble.
Toby and all the
And-
animals.
Cribble doing a watch. We're all awake because Cribble is loud.
Small people, loud things. That's how it works.
Okay. Aurea, as you settle in and sleep reclaims you yet again, I imagine, Theodora, you're kind of shifting as you go to wake Blackstone.
Doesn't wake. It's like a toddler. She just falls down in the
Yep.
mud, arm in the air, still asleep.
Sleep
No,
grass.
I definitely do that thing where I'm like, I like slowly lead her down like on her bedroll so she doesn't like quietly back away like you're like a toddler time bomb. You're just like, oh my god, don't wake up, don't wake up, don't wake up.
Sleep just grasps you firmly, pulling you down. And you feel warmth even in your pocket from that pearl. Oria, where do you typically go when you dream?
The veil. I don't know. The veil. I think her dreams are just normal. She has random dreams about everything. It's not like a place.
Sure. You vision the starlight of the veil around you. Thank you, Robo.
Hi, Robo.
You envision the starlight around you.
Have.
I lied. I have 5 of them.
Okay, it looks like we are back.
That
Overgrowth.
blossom one, the coral one.
That's the one. You have that one too.
I told you I have that one too.
Yeah. The overgrowth ones.
Welcome back,
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you for your patience.
Dimples and I share a brain cell, even when it comes to dice.
Fate
Oria.
tied us together.
I
Sorry.
had mine first before you even joined the cast, bro.
Or you see the starlight of the veil around you, and the watchful eye of the Lady of the Veil as well. Flashes of memory as you're kind of processing the last couple of days, as well as Yue's memories, which that buzzing gets louder, and you start hearing her voice. Not incessantly, but she seems to be processing everything. But the phrase that keeps coming into mind, I have to protect them. I have to protect them. But she's saying it, and as she's saying it, it's transforming from images of Carmen and Javian and the people of Felk to, you almost hear your voice being added to this chorus. I have to protect them. An image of Tyborn and Cribble. I have to protect them. Blackstone. I have to protect them. Toby. I have to protect them. Deodora. Flashing in your mind. But with Deodora, it's almost like a constellation, because it's not just Deodora, it's everything the two of you have experienced, from turning into a plant upon meeting them in your first battle, to going to the festival together, getting your displacer beast and Sparky, to everything else coalescing. The idea of what do each of these people mean to you, and what does protecting them mean, seems to be that undercurrent, that static that's just been present in your mind. There's not a warmth to it, but a clarity. And even though you are one that can fly so high, you know, there's a long way to fall too. And those individuals that you care about falling with. You do dream. You rest. But where everything fits into place, it might become clearer to you, it might not. That's up to Oria to kind of interpret. But that static becomes clearer, and Yue's message moves forward. Blackstone and Tyborn, can you please roll a perception check for me, please?
$21.
21.
16.
16. Rain continues to move around you. In fact, one of the leaves of the branches of the tree that you're nestled underneath, you can see starting to be weighted. A steady pool of water kind of gathering into a small pond on the leaf's petals. The storm rolls over, continuing. A steady pace, every now and then the rain letting up slightly. From a downpour to trickles of water around all of you. To after a few minutes, it's back to blanketing the area around. You can hear critters moving around you as well, but your watch goes by at least with nothing coming to the camp that you're in. But you are, of course, welcome to have any conversations that may happen during that watch.
You know, Captain, as I understand, some of the more recent experiences that we've had have been very strange for you. Are you okay?
Actually, I was going to ask you the same thing.
Oh, well, I suppose we should answer in the order that it was asked, so...
The shortest answer I could give you is no. I don't fully know how to process everything that we've been through so far. I don't know how I ended up here. You know what I mean? Like, the situation that I walked into until now has drastically changed. My friend getting to learn how to be a druid, to me being here, to living life as a dragon lady with psychic powers. So no, I'm not okay. But I have friends. And so maybe with time and once I figure out what happened to is going on in Jorix and what's happening to my daughter, I will be.
That is a very interesting thing. That meeting one singular person would, I guess, calm the remaining of your feelings about all of these other experiences.
You ever heard that saying that it's about the journey and not the destination?
No.
A lot of people will say, yes, what you did along the way that matters the most. It can be. Who you meet, what you've done, the places you've been, the things you've experienced. But sometimes, whatever that goal is at the end is the only thing that keeps driving you. My children are the most important people in the world to me.
Well, I guess if they are the most important people in the world to you, we should get you to them as quickly as possible. I would imagine that one day, if I guess I do have some people who are important like that, but, well, all of them are here, except for one.
What would you do for them?
I stole from them once.
You stole from them once.
We didn't know each other as well back then. But, well, I ended up carrying a mouse for them. He's sleeping though, and he is very grouchy if you wake him up when he sleeps. I came face to face with an angry entity that almost killed me. I guess there are a lot of things I would do for that person, or, well, the people that they care about. I cannot think of many things I would not do. I can think of several things they've asked me not to do, even though I was willing to do them.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That also involves stealing.
I like you all. Otherwise, I'd just leave. And whatever I found myself dragged into might be more important than the things that I want or need. And so that's why I'm still here. That's why Cribble's still here. We'll get to Jorks when it's time. But for now, we have other things to do. So, bouncing my original question back to you. Blackstone, are you okay?
Well, I think I was until the last 3 days. Now, I am unsure if I will know the answer to that question for some time.
I get it.
Well, I guess the easiest way to explain this is, so in the when we went back to be all of these people, there was an automaton there. That was me. And I am still here. But none of the people from that dream, or from the place that we went to, or from the time that we went to, I'm still not sure how to explain that properly, but from wherever we went then till now, physically at least, I'm the only one still here. That is a very large and complicated feeling to process.
I watched everyone die. Well, most everyone. I don't know what happened to Coriel. That's a weird thing. I want desperately to know. But I also don't. You know what I mean? What if she died to some ignoble death, got too drunk at a party, and just it's a done deal? What if she has kids running around now and they like, not kids, but like lineage, many generations down the line, running around, and they're gonna telepathically talk to me or something? I don't know.
I suppose that makes sense. Although, I would imagine in their place, I probably would have had some very harsh words for a number of people from that time.
Coriel definitely gave them a piece of her mind. Probably literally.
I think we could have been good friends if they were here.
You too.
It's interesting that you care so much about a person that you have only briefly experienced them. I think that's a unique trait.
Yeah, well, it kind of sucks sometimes.
Why?
I still remember every soldier that has died under my command. Every single name.
Oh, I suppose, from what I have learned so far, that makes them all functionally immortal.
That's one way of looking at it, I suppose, yeah.
One day, I would like you to tell me about them.
I have some great stories. Captain Tideborn wasn't always Captain Tideborn you see today.
Well, what was Captain Tideborn like before that?
And as
That's
you
a story
ask,
for another day, Blackstone.
as you answer that, Tideborn,
Yeah.
there's a coldness that's in the air. Whether it's the topic that you're currently discussing or thinking about the last few days, it's been enveloping slowly. Your breath starting to show in the air. Deodora and Aurea. Whatever dreams you found yourself running around in suddenly have a sharpness, a coolness to them. Almost gripping you for a moment, taking that breath away. It's that feeling that one has before they fall into a deep sleep of falling. But you're able to shake it off. And when you're doing that, you're also shaking off the sleep that you have. Blackstone and Tideborn, you see Aurea and Deodora slowly stirring as the shadows around you also begin to stir. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh my god, April!
I got a natural 20.
Damn!
I don't even. I fly when I'm sleeping. I never touch the ground ever.
I love it.
I, too, got a natural 20.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
I got a nat 1.
Oh no. Okay.
I got a 19.
So that's a 22 for me.
Okay.
What I get for critting like 4 times.
It was only a matter of time for it turned around on you.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, Jordan asked us to make spirit saving throws while y'all were in that scene, and I crit again.
Yep.
Fuck off.
I didn't crit in that spirit saving throw, but I did real good on that one.
Yep. You did.
Oh, wait.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay.
So, from the earth, it begins to rumble around you. In fact, the center of this camp that you're in, and you see beginning to push through the dirt and the grass against the rain that's around a black obelisk of stone. Not massive. Not by any means. Not like the ones that you saw in Illipin. But poking through and blasting a bit of energy. Most of you were able to quickly kind of adjust yourselves, but unfortunately Diodora does take the full blast, as it does do a bit of a spiritual pull. Each of you for a moment kind of feel yourselves being pulled out of your body, and you're able to bring yourselves back. Diodora, you are going to take 15 points of spirit damage as you're just fighting to pull yourself back. And if it weren't for Aurea being right near you, you sense it would have been a lot worse. I need everyone to roll initiative.
13. That's more like my rolls.
Okay.
13, and I did use an inspiration die.
Okay. What's your... I'll let you two decide who's going to go first.
Aurea has the better dex,
Okay.
guaranteed.
I would like to go first, please.
Okay. I figured as much, but wanted to ask. Okay. All right. Blackstone,
15.
15. Tyborn,
18.
18.
And Cripple gets a 15.
15. I'll have him go after Blackstone. Okay. All right. The stone pushes through the surface with this black, necrotic shadow energy pulling each of you. And stepping out from behind the trees for a moment, looking very similar to those teal orbs that you saw floating around searching for Felk. You see them starting to take shape, elongating, their teal growing, until all of a sudden you are surrounded by 6 of these soldiers that you encountered deep within the Unitel. Skeletal face, almost mummified, pulled back, a helm of silver pointed up, a large teal gem in the very center, thick armor with bracers that are going upwards, almost pointing towards the sky and piercing it, blackened armor that peels away to, again, mummified purple skin, red eyeless eyes, and blades that are not swords, but in fact attached to their bracers like an executioner's axe at the ready. Tyborn, you rolled higher. You see them, they're all around you. It seems like they've been watching from afar, but upon allowing for this moment of breath and vulnerability is when they took advantage of it. What do?
Okay. Let's see. I am going to... Actually...
Then it's the soldier's Blackstone, you're on deck.
I just thought about this too. How much damage did that do? Because Cribble did fell.
That was 15 points of spirit damage.
Okay. Cool. All right. So I am going to use bonus action to start.
Okay.
I am going to look at Diodora, because I assume she's within 60 feet of me.
Yes.
You failed. And I'm going to say, get it together, soldier. We got stuff to do. And I'm going to use an ability called Rally.
Okay.
You gain hit points equal to, let's see, I roll a d8, and you'll get my charisma mod on that too.
Would this count towards spirit damage?
It'll be your
Would
temporary
it count towards
points.
spirit damage?
It'll
It'll
be temporary.
Okay.
Yep.
It'll be temporary? Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, So that's going to be my charisma mod is 1 sec. +3. So you're going to get 11.
Okay. 11 hit points temporary. Go to you,
And I'm going
Theodora.
to go up and take a swing.
All right.
It's time to fight. I
Yeah.
don't know what this thing is. They're trying to fuck up my night. I don't appreciate that shit. So I am going to use my longsword.
Okay.
I'm going to swing. I rolled a 19.
That hits.
Does that hit?
Yep, that just hits.
Alright.
That's the Stacy.
Oh, thank you. Then I'm going to do a D2.
And this thing is lumbering above you. No breath coming from it. Looking like a standing corpse as it's kind of lumbering at you as you're coming in swinging.
I'm not afraid.
Yep.
That is going to be 11 slashing damage.
Okay. What does it look like as you are hitting this thing?
You just see Captain Draven just grab a sword off his back and just swing straight out with it.
Love it. Fantastic. Okay. Anything else you wish to do with that?
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Just my whole turn.
All right. That soldier takes the hit. There's not a grump of pain or anything in response. It raises up its right hand, again, that blade almost elongating into a massive axe. And it is going to swing down at you
Okay.
for its first hit. That's a natural 20.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. That's...
I would like
Nat
to
20's
silvery
back,
barbs
bitch.
that.
What was that?
I would like to
Silvery
silvery barbs that.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm going to give that the advantage to Tideboard for the next time he goes.
Okay. Amazing. Sorry, can you remind me what Silvery Barbs does?
makes you
Right,
roll with
real quick.
disadvantage.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It has to roll, like, you have to, well, yeah.
Okay,
It's
so I'll
disadvantage.
re-roll that hit then. That's a 2. So I doubt a 9 hits you.
It does not.
So he kind of swings.
Oh my.
What does it look
That's
like as
plus
you're
7.
casting Silvery Barbs, Blackstone?
Let me see. Because this is supposed to be, a distraction.
Yeah.
So, like, right at the, like, just about at the last second when I see this creature's about to hit Tideboard. What I do is basically the equivalent of a flashbang. There's like a bright flash of silver light that comes from Blackstone's face.
I love it. Okay. It swings, and the light kind of distracts it for a moment, and above you, Tyborn, you also see the presence of, it looks like, silver and dew of ivy, a very Feywild kind of look to it, creating this kind of boundary, a shield, a temporary shield for a moment. It is going to try and attack again. Coming back. Coming down, misses, is now going to swipe up. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That's going to
How
be...
far away is this from where Ori and I were?
Not far. You all were kind of in a space about 20 feet, so he's close.
Is this within five feet of me or no?
I would say probably about pushing 8 or 9, a little bit further away.
Never mind.
That is going to be 17 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make another spirit saving throw, please.
Okay. It's 18 on the spirit save.
Okay. So you take half damage with the spirit save. The blade comes down, swiping up from your left side across your chest, right where your armor, there's some weak points to it, cutting in. And in that moment, you also feel a portion of yourself, again, that familiar pull that the obelisk did, You're able to shake it off, but you're still going to take 4 points of spirit damage from that. As it finishes its turn. Another is going to make an attack on Deodora. 13 does not hit.
Nope.
23.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh, but you missed on me.
Sorry, my brain's trying to...
Oh, wait. Hold on. I forgot to...
Welcome back, everyone. All you missed is the amazing Deodora did a riposte and did an attack on the guardian that was attacking her.
Yeah. I forgot to add my superiority die to that damage. So that's another 7.
Okay. And you see, what does it look like as you're hitting this thing with your new blade?
This thing, what is it? It's hitting you with a blade of its own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, that
fucking
kind of
misses me.
executioner bracer blade.
Yeah. It tries to swing down on me, and I like kind of combat roll a little bit out of the way because I'm still trying to get up on my feet from when I failed my deck save. And then I sort of just still kind of one knee on the ground, sort of swing up with my sword, just up in, I guess, onto its fucking crotch. I don't know. Just hit it.
Love it.
I'm always hitting people with my dick.
As you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Okay. It is going to make another attack on you.
Yeah, you said you got 23 that time.
Yes.
And that does hit.
Okay. Can you make a spirit savings throw?
Okay. Ooh. That bounced out of my fucking tray. Ooh, not good. 12.
Okay.
You know, maybe I'll use my advantage that I have.
Might as well.
Once per long rest.
You got it.
And whatever thingies, what are they called? Inspiration.
There you go. No, they're thingies now.
I mean, that is the technical term.
I crit again.
What
on
is
my
up with your
second
dice?
one. I don't know. It's still the fucking dispel dice. I don't fucking know. And then with my thing, I got a 30.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah.
Because I got a 7 on my inspiration.
I love it. Okay. You take 17 points of slashing damage as this thing comes at you, basically shoving the point of the blade into a section right on your right shoulder, kind of the armpit area where the armor kind of peels back slightly.
You said slashing damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
17 slashing. And you only take 2 spirit.
No, I don't, because my armor takes away, or
There
my
you
sword
go.
takes away 2
That
damage.
it does. Amazing.
So I take no spirit damage.
Okay. I'm gonna roll
Wait,
the... Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just read what my feet does. And is Deodora within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
I'm gonna punch the guy who hit her because I have Sentinel.
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh my god, Sentinel twins! That's why I was asking before about the 5 feet, if I was 5 feet.
No,
Yeah,
you two
yeah,
are
no,
close
I just
together,
realized.
and Blackstone and Tyborn are close together. So yes.
So I'm just gonna make a quick hit at the guy.
Love it.
Attack. Oh, that was a 12, so I probably didn't do anything.
Nope.
to help.
You were quick to wake up and be at the ready, but you're trying to take in too much. The wind's kind of still
Try to
battering around you.
Tried to swing my weapon. I didn't even have it in my hand yet. It was on
Yep.
the other hand.
You're like, oh shit! Trying to get
Your hood is kind of like covering some of your eye sight, so you can't.
Love it. Just in time for there is one behind you, Oria, that is going to make 2 attacks. 19 on the first.
Hits.
And 25.
Hits.
Okay. Can you make a spirit savings throw, please? Ashley, can you make 2?
They both failed. They both failed. They both
I'll have
Okay.
both below a 10.
Use my other battle dice next round. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. All right. Between both of the attacks, April or Oria, you're going to take 26 points of piercing.
Okay.
And spirit damage, that's going to be 19.
I have a question about my sword.
Yes.
Are the charges like, is it like I use up the 5 and then they're done and I have to wait for the next day for them to recharge, or is it just a sustained 5?
It's
it's
basically
not clear.
you have to refill it every day.
Okay.
Or if you have not used it, then you don't have to refill it, kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like once I use it, then I have to like wait for the next day and then refill it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I was asking because it wasn't really clear in the language. And so I do it like Aurea just took 19.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where are you at?
I got 23.
Okay, I'll use my sword to take that down by 5.
All right.
I'll use the charges on my sword.
You come swinging, catching the blade, and there's a reverberation of around you, Aurea, for a moment. Like almost Diodora's kind of spirit is kind of hugging you, acting as a shield, taking 5 of that damage. So you get 5 back. Amazing. Okay. There's gonna be one that's going for Blackstone. Misses with a... I rolled 2 3s, so I highly doubt 9s hit you. Yep. So it's just swinging wide. And then the other is actually going to be heading towards Tideborn as well. Misses with a 14 and a natural 1. So you see the two are just having a little bit of difficulty moving about the terrain and having some trouble. As Blackstone, we go to you. Cribble, you're on deck. Aurea, you're after Cribble.
Okay. I decided to take these 2 new daggers I bought on a test drive.
Yeah.
So, Tideborn's right next to me. Oh, that makes things fun. Okay, cool. So dagger attacks it is. Hold on. Let me check and see how. I only get 1 still. I hate it here. Okay. That is a 17 to hit.
17 misses. It kind of holds its blade, catching where the knife is coming in, and you.
Oh, we are absolutely. I am not going to be caught slashing on this job. Give me a second. There, that's a 21.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. This is like absolutely not. Are you kidding me? D4. Okay, so that is right. That is. Oh wait, I need to roll another D4. Give me a second.
All good.
Okay, so that is a total of. That is 19 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 4 spirit damage.
Okay. Amazing. As it takes those hits, you kind of coming at it right where the helm stops, right at its neck, and kind of cutting clear markers. And instead of red blood, you see black ichor coming out of its neck. Anything else you wish to do?
Yes, I think I only get the one thing to do.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's a bonus. Is that a bonus action thing I can do? It is. I have to use the short bow for that. I don't know if I can do that without using the short bow.
If you're talking about casting Hunter's Mark, you would have
Yep.
to use the short bow then, yes.
Then in that case, I am going to take. I'm going to look around and see if there are places to like possibly hide in, kind of get into like a skirmish fight, and I'm going to bonus action disengage,
Okay.
and then how close am I to Tideborn? I kind of want to
Tyborn's within 5 feet.
I'm going to try to like move myself behind whoever just attacked me.
Yep. Sandwich them in,
For
Spencer.
Yep. Yeah, for like tactical advantages.
Sure. Can easily do that. Not a problem. Perfect. Because you do see there's 2 that are kind of squared off against Tyborn. And then the one that you were dealing with.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Cribble, you are up. Oreo, you're on deck.
So the most beat up looking right now is now Aurea, yes?
Yep.
All right. In that case, then Cribble is going to make a stroll over to Aurea. He's going to cast Cure Wounds on you at 3rd level.
Woo!
Because you got your ass whooped. He looks at the captain. Looks at the captain. Captain looks okay. So let's see. Cure Wounds. That's going to be... All right. Bear with me just a moment.
And then Aurea, after you, Deodora, you're on deck. Cool.
Oh, shit. You just got hooked up. That's going to be a very high roll. You
Okay.
just got 27 HP back.
Woo!
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
I'm almost at full again.
Feel
You're
revitalized.
welcome.
Thank you. Right, wrong character.
Dibbins, is that you?
I'm back. I shoot things.
Amazing.
And then Cribble is just going to back out of this shit because that's all he can do for this turn.
Okay. All right. Aurea, you were up.
I'm just gonna hit the guy in front of me because
Okay.
I get 2 attacks now. So
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
do.
Hit. 16.
16 misses. You go
That doesn't
swinging and
hit.
it just kind of bats your...
Babe, we're flanking.
You get advantage.
You get advantage.
Okay, the second hit was 21,
That hits.
and then I'll reroll an advantage for the first hit. 19.
19 just hits. That's his AC.
Okay.
So,
We got 11 damage
okay.
and then 8 damage. Is he still up?
He is still up. Yep.
Flurry of blows. Drop the thing. I swing it around. Pop, pop.
Sounds good.
That didn't hit, but I have advantage still. 21 again,
Hits.
and then 19 again. Wow.
That hits.
10, 6,
Okay.
and then 8, and then I poof.
Poof. Thunder and lightning crackling around you, Aurea, as you are making these hits, almost perfectly timed as each of them are landing, and then poof, you're gone. Amazing. Deodora, you're up.
All right. Since Aurea poofed, I'm gonna have Sparky move into position, so we're still so I'm still flanking, getting
Yep.
advantage. I get that pack taxus going, and I'm just gonna hit with my sword. 18 does not hit. Does an 18 hit?
18 doesn't
Nope, it's
hit.
19
Nope.
on the dot. Okay,
Yep.
great. Try again. Well, 23 hits.
That definitely hits, yeah.
Okay. Let me do my... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use a purity die on that first one and make it a precision attack.
I
So
love it.
whatever I roll, it doesn't matter because it's gonna hit. So let me get my 66. So it's gonna be off the bat. It's gonna be 6 spirit damage.
Okay.
plus.
Love it.
And then altogether it's going to be 25 damage
How do
for
you
my
want to
2
do this?
attacks. Oh, I think it's like you see my sword glowing with like spiritual energy and like the energy from the shift weave, and I sort of like I'm still sort of on my knee, like standing up, and I like slash up again and just like cut him in half.
Oof. Just peels away like a bark of a tree, cut down the middle, coming to either side.
And then where's the next person? How close is the next enemy from me?
Within 5 feet. It was the one
Okay,
that
great. I'm
Oriole
gonna
was working on.
Okay, great. I'm gonna action surge. I'm also gonna have Sparky take attacks on that thing as well.
Okay.
Get into flanking position.
Did you want to use Sparky?
I fucking crit again.
Put away that dice. Goddamn.
No, it's been different die. I can't put one away. It's been different ones.
I'm assuming you wanted to use Sparky has an ability when he bites on his initial as a bonus action. It does give you advantage on the hit.
Oh, because it knocks them prone.
No, so this one
No, it just
actually
uses-
exposes them. It knocks whatever they're holding, if it's a shield, or it's basically an exposing bite. So
Sparky also crit.
okay, so roll.
Oh my God.
So roll a
Exposing
d8,
bite.
please.
Okay.
Or 2d8.
Okay, a
It's 2d8.
Okay, 2d8. Where are my d8s?
Because
I
I
don't know
have
where my
stats for Sparky. I still have to send you. So
Oh, interesting. You've been withholding.
you haven't
that's
used him as much, so now we have
We
stuff.
haven't really been in combat.
That's true.
Okay, that's 12 on the
Okay.
damage that Sparky did.
Okay.
And now and then all right, hold on. Oh wait, that's with the crit, right? So do I?
Yep.
I would also max it, right?
Correct. So it would be 16,
16
plus
plus
one more
12.
roll. Okay.
Plus one more roll. I already did.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll just let you do math
Yep.
because I don't want to. You're welcome. And then let me just do my fucking crit first.
Then it's the Obelisk's turn, and then Tyborn, you're on deck.
Okay. 9 plus 2, 11 plus 5 is 16. And then 3d6 that would be 18.
Yes.
6 times 3.
Yep.
So 11 plus 16 plus 18.
I am a calculator. I'm not a math guy, and I'm not even gonna try it.
I'm not either.
34.
Thank you.
34.
Okay.
Okay, that's 34 damage. Some of that was spirit. Don't
Yep.
ask me which amount because I don't feel like figuring that out right now. And then let me do my second attack.
Okay. I just see Dimples wincing over there. Like,
Why? Because I'm bad at math.
Yeah, kind of.
That second attack isn't going to hit.
okay.
But also that you didn't separate the spirit damage out
Oh.
of that.
Oh wait, I didn't roll with it. Did I roll with advantage before? It's fine. It doesn't. I'm done.
That wasn't
Okay.
even words. That was
Amazing.
It was me muttering to myself, honestly.
Okay.
Mostly.
I need each of you to make another spirit savings throw, please.
Before I get a chance to make my roll, that's fucked up,
Yep.
Jordan. I have a thing that can give everybody bonuses to their saving throws.
Too bad the obelisk is last.
Guess who
fine.
failed a
I
saving
got a
throw?
19.
April!
Does April have to roll? Because April's poofed out.
April is still in the vicinity, even though she's not here. Her
Okay.
essence is, yeah.
I
Yeah,
Purple
we made the roll,
got
so
I
I'm
was
kind of
a
there.
2.
So I can,
2. Okay.
if I don't roll, that means
I
have
also
to
got
make
a
opportunity
2.
attacks.
on the die, so a 5.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 22.
How much damage, Jordan?
The obelisk in the center of the field pulses again, and each of you feel yourself being pulled from your body. Those of you that failed, which is everyone but Blackstone, take another 15 spirit points of damage. As you feel an essence of yourself pulled. Blackstone, you take half.
Captain,
Yeah.
did you remember to roll advantage on that saving throw?
I did not.
You should do that.
I mean, I rolled a 19 anyway.
Oh, I mean, that's fair. If you rolled a 19, then that's fine. Like, never mind. Save that for a better occasion. Okay. Fine. So that attack still hits, but I take half damage. Is that what we're getting here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then,
And it's strange. For most of you, you felt this before, but Tyborn, you haven't had this kind of experience before. It's that moment of when you're first coming out of a sleep. You're kind of groggy, trying to orientate yourself, but there are thoughts that start entering in your brain of what's the point? Why are you doing this?
Okay, depression.
Right?
I mean,
Out here. Like, yeah.
hey,
like,
it may or may
do
not
better.
be.
Hey, the voice needs to do better because we're already thinking those thoughts, my guy. Like,
Hey,
Yeah, I feel
you're
like
not
we should
saying
take
anything
half
we don't
damage
already-
because that's just
I feel like I should
normal
take
montage hit.
no damage, honestly.
I feel like there's something I have for that, but I didn't make a note about that. I'll get to it later. What I
Okay.
will say is, can I uncanny dodge this?
It's a spirit save, so no.
Okay, so I just can't half the damage it does?
Correct, because it's spirit. It's the type of damage you can't uncanny dodge it.
Okay, so
Because
how
that would
much
be
is half of-
basically your spirit basically coming out of your body and doing a flip to avoid the damage. So, at least with this damage, no, you cannot uncanny dodge.
That was 17 halved, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Tyborn, we are back at the top with you. And you do see, as this is happening, again, the rain and thunder and lightning is pulling around you. The obelisk, although it's slowed in its movement as it seems to be trying to focus in on pulling each of your spiritual energies within it, it is pushing through the forest floor bit by bit.
Question.
Yes.
This thing seems like it's undead, yeah?
Yeah. All of them have, for sure, that. The mummification of their face, their body.
I was like, I thought that was the case. Just
Yeah.
to be sure.
Yep.
How many are left?
There are 4 left.
And I'm engaged with one.
You got 2 on you.
Okay, I'm engaged with 2. Cool. All right, then I will use another one of my battle dice. Since these things are constantly making us make saving throws, I am going to use this ability is called Brace. Everyone's within 30 feet of me, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, you just hear the captain go, prepare yourselves. These things seem to be trying to drain our essence. And
I
Yeah.
get it.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
party.
Also, Dimples, I sent you the picture of what it looks like. Because everyone else
Cool.
has seen it, you have not.
Like a fucking anime character just stating the obvious.
Literally.
yep, it really is. But it's okay because this one gives you a little bit of a bolster. You get to add +5 to all of your saving throws until the end of my next turn.
Love that.
Never mind, you can point out whatever you want.
Yeah, And Draven's going to take another swing.
Okay.
A 20 should hit the one. This is
It
the one that I
does.
was hitting before.
Yep.
And then it's going to be another 11 damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I missed this last time. I'm going to have, and I'm going to look to Cribble. I'm like, Cribble, do your thing. And then Cribble's going to come up and take a swing too. I can do
Okay.
that as part of my action. That
Cribble, kill.
is going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And it's going to do 6 bludgeoning damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC is 12.
24.
Okay, well, it's not poison. I don't know if poison would have worked anyway, but yeah.
Okay.
Cribble's now next to me, and that's my turn.
Okay. Amazing. You do that damage. The 2 soldiers next to you, Tyborn and Blackstone, are going to go ahead and make their attacks. 2 on Tyborn. That's going to be a 22 to hit on the first.
That'll hit.
And a natural 20 on the second.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
Blackstone, you're muted.
Silvery barbs on the natural 20.
Okay. Natural 1. So, good job. Nice job.
This one, this distraction just sounds like a very high frequency coming from a tuning fork.
I love it.
Just fucking tinnitus.
Oof. I feel that as I do have it. So I feel that with my whole body. Okay, I need you to make another spirit saving throw on that one that did hit.
Okay. That's going to be a 19.
19. Okay, you will take half as it comes swinging down. Again, kind of going right for your...
Thank you, God, for my +5.
Yeah. Yep. That is going to be then halved 9 points of spirit damage
Jesus Christ.
as it is just chipping away. Okay. There's another attack that misses on you, Tyborn, with a 12 and a 15.
Either of those will hit.
The one in front of Deodora is going to. That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And a 19 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. Can you make another spirit savings throw, please?
Yeah. I fucking crit again. This fucking die. It's just different die every fucking time. So I can't. 23.
Okay. You take half damage. That is going to be 9 points of spirit damage to you from those
7
hits.
points of spirit damage.
Yep. Okay.
My reaction hit him.
Yeah, you can reactionary hit him.
He won't know what hit him because it came out of the veil.
It came out of the...
Fail.
April struggling with words.
I couldn't read my character sheet and it was on the wrong page of it. A dirty 20.
That hits.
For 10 bludgeoning damage on the back of his head.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
This thing
Don't touch my friend.
hits Deodora with both of those. And Ori, you come poofing back in. How do you want to do this?
I think or Deodora gets hit twice and just poof out of existence with the great staff right on the top of the head. Bonk him into the dirt.
And it does kind of like the
Fucking
elements
Looney
around
Tunes.
you see it turning into brown and then all of a sudden kind of collapsing into dirt and sludge as you have completely wrecked it. Amazing.
Jordan, did I also take regular damage? Like, not spirit damage, but like slashing damage or something?
Yes,
'Cause I didn't
thank
get
you.
that.
You took 17 slashing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Sorry, there's a lot going on. My brain's trying to...
Nope. You're fine.
Okay, cool. There are 3 left. Blackstone, you are up. Cribble's on deck, then Aurea.
Okay, so Blackstone, there is, like if you're looking at the veins, because this is combat mode, Blackstone's like veins and stuff are red, and they become an iridescent color. I am going to ask you well, basically, I am going to try to move myself in such a way that I place myself where I can hit the enemies.
Yeah.
However many of them there are.
3 of them
in
left.
In a cone.
Okay.
And I am going to ask them to. I'm going to ask you to have them make a dex saving throw.
Okay. First one fails with a 9.
Okay.
Second one fails with a 4. And hang on, because OBS just crashed again. We're gonna
Yeah,
keep
we
going.
can tell because you completely freeze when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's literally just OBS. That's the problem. Rest of my internet is still going perfectly fine.
Clearly, because that's
There's something running in the background that's taking up resources, just kicking OBS in the pants at the same time.
No, because this has been an issue. I actually was talking to CB and Panda. There's apparently been an issue with OBS for the last few months.
Is it Streamlabs OBS or regular OBS?
Regular OBS, because I don't use Streamlabs.
Okay.
Yeah. I even went back to an old OBS file. And we are back. So welcome back, everyone. Thank you for your patience. Failed the first 2, and then the last one is a 17 Blackstone.
Let me see what my spell save is.
Okay.
The 17 succeeds.
Okay. So the other 2 failed, though.
There is a moment where you see like the light kind of coalesce into Blackstone's hand and turn into a stack of cards. Then fire out into a cone. Let me roll some dice real quick,
Okay.
and then I will tell you what happens.
Okay.
Oh
Cribbling on deck.
wow. That's nice. So one of them is a max roll, and so that's nice. Okay. So if the creatures that failed take 15 force damage.
Ooh, okay.
Also, you see like the area where their eyes would be fill up with a bright light. They cannot see things until their next turn.
One of them, the one that's been doing the most damage upon Tyborn. How do you want to do this? And they had exactly 13 hit points left, so.
Oh, okay. So, like, for that one, you would see the light start to spread from its eyes to the rest of its body before it, like, shatters like glass. There's a bright flash that everyone can see that it's just there for an instant and then it's gone. The one that made the 17 that succeeded takes 7 damage.
Okay. Love it. Amazing. Fantastic. Cribble, you were up. Aurea, you're on deck.
Okay. Cripple is going to take his little staff, stick it into the ground, and says, "Back, you foul beast! I don't like you." He's going to use Turn Undead.
Love it. Okay.
Wisdom saving throw is going
Okay.
to be a 15.
I did roll a 15 on the first, and the other one got an 18.
Fuckers. Okay. Well, that is all I got. I don't really have anything I can do as bonus
Okay.
actions for Cripple, so
All right.
Cripple's just like, well, fuck.
All right. Aurea, you're up. Deodora, you're on deck.
The Cripple's right next to
Yep.
the captain, just an FYI.
Yes, I figured as much. There are 2 remaining, Aurea. Both are right by Tyborn and Cribble.
Okay. Do I get advantage still on them? Or?
Yep.
Okay. Two 27s. I got 2
Both of those
19s.
hit.
Okay, so I'll hit with my regular. So 12,
Okay.
and then 10. Are they still up?
They are still up. Are you
Flurry
attacking
of
them
blows!
both, or are you attacking one individually?
Just one at a time.
Okay, cool.
I just realized I have not been keeping track of my key points, but I've only used 2. Flurry of blows again.
Yep.
Where'd it go? I know how to do that. Can't I read? Where's my? There it is. My honored attack disappeared. So the first one is 18.
That misses.
And then a 25.
That does hit.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay. Still up, but barely.
I do not poof.
Okay. You remain where you are. Amazing. All right. Deodora, you're up. Then it's the obelisk, and then Tyborn.
I'm gonna stick my finger in my dimple and ask you real cheekily. I forgot to take my bonus action attack last time because I crit. So can I just take 3 attacks? Because I get a bonus action from Great Weapon Master, so if I crit, I get an extra attack. But I didn't get. I forgot.
But in the
'cause
future,
it's been a
remember,
while.
because I will not allow it.
I will because
1000%.
I think it's because it's been a while since we've done combat.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's
And so
totally fine.
I have like my little. I was looking at my little board. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot that.
Yep.
So I'm just
I
gonna
will
roll all
allow
3
it.
at once.
In the future, I will not be as kind.
I know. Thank you. Okay, we got 24,
That hits.
19, and another 19.
Both hit. All 3 hit.
Great. It's gonna be.
Are you attacking the same one Oreo was, or the other one?
Which one's looking bad?
The one that Oreo was hitting is barely standing.
Okay, well then let me roll damage for like one of them, and we'll see where they're at before
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's why I asked. I was like, let's see how much they
Okay.
have left.
So off the bat, 6 spirit damage,
Okay.
and then 6 plus, and then 11 other damage.
Okay.
Still
How
up?
do you want to do that for that one?
I just chop its head off. I don't have the time for this. I gotta move on to the next one.
Yep, go for it. You guys swing and your blade
like
carrying
swing. It's like-
through.
Yes, exactly. I like
the other
cleave
one.
into the next one.
Yep, I like it. I like it. Same brain
And
cell.
then this one takes 10 spirit damage.
Okay.
11 plus 10, 21 slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just keep my blade going through. I don't stop until like
Amazing.
like it just keep cleaving, like just take them all out.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight up anime character, this shit.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do a bonus action attack on. Is there one left? Is there anything left?
No, all that's left
What
is
about this obelisk?
the obelisk. Yeah, all that's left is the
Okay.
obelisk.
All right, is anybody near it?
All of you are around it. It's in the center of the
Okay,
camp.
great. I'm gonna take my bonus action attack because
Go for it.
I dropped like 2 enemies.
Yeah.
Ooh, where did that go? That's 21 to hit.
That's exactly what you needed.
Okay, great. Do my 3d6.
And can you make a spirit saving throw as you hit it?
Yeah. Can I do damage?
Yep,
Let
go
me do
for it.
damage first. That's gonna be 17 damage, 6 of which is spirit.
Okay.
Okay, and then let me do my saving throw. 2
2. Okay.
on the die. That's
That's
5.
the plus,
oh, wait,
plus
10.
5.
Plus 5.
Yeah, you
10.
go plus
Actually,
5.
you know
yeah.
what? I will use an inspiration to see if I can boost that up.
Sure.
13.
13.
No.
Nope.
It's worth a shot.
Your
Yeah,
blade
always.
comes down against the stone, and through the blade for a moment, because this
Oh,
blade.
wait. 16. No. I know how to do math. Never mind.
I was like, word? How did you get to 60?
I am bad at math. And there's too many numbers on
There's
my
a
page.
lot of numbers going around. This blade has been imbued with an essence of yourself, and you feel yourself straining against it as it's shoved back. Indeed, you're shoved back with this kind of wave of burst of spirit. You take another 17 points of spirit damage.
I take 15 points of spirit damage.
15. It is still up. I need each of you to please make another spirit savings throw.
Oh my god. Leave me
Still
alone.
get the +5 on this because my turn has not come about.
Okay.
I got a 17 for myself and
Okay.
a 23 for cripple.
Okay.
18.
18.
I might have
I got
did better this
19.
time.
19. Okay.
26.
I did use inspiration.
26. Okay.
See, I used my inspiration just like when I really need it.
Okay. This thing lets out. You see the very center of it, almost like a diamond, the point of it, and this black teal energy building before shooting outwards, hitting each of you. Those that rolled a 15 or below are going to take the full. If you rolled above that, you take half. So for those of you that rolled
If we rolled above what?
15.
15.
Oh, yes, bitch.
We all did? Did we all?
I think
yeah.
all of you did.
Yeah,
I
this
think,
is the first time.
Yep, I think all of you
Yeah.
did. So each of you will only take 14 points of spirit damage.
I'm dead.
That's half?
As
Is
half.
14?
Is half.
Holy shit.
My god.
Okay.
Matt's 17.
Okay.
I was.
Okay.
and
Alright.
you
That
just
negative
killed my,
1.
And, yeah, you just killed my best friend, so I'm mad.
Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on.
All good. All right.
Hang on.
I didn't send him time.
All right.
Rain.
And I'm not dead. But that's rough. That's rough.
Rain continues to pour around you as thunder and lightning goes. Aurea, what is the last thought that you have as you go unconscious?
Not this again. This is like the third time Warrior's dropped from spirit. I think she feels it again. I just like, how? How does this keep happening?
With that, those around you. Aurea, what color is your soul?
It is the colors of fall. So it's got some like reds and light purples in the back and oranges and greens.
You see Aurea fall, all of you. And like smoke being breathed out of her. Reds, oranges, yellows. Almost like a flurry of leaves coming together as now Aurea is now hovering above her body, a spectral image of herself. And yellow threads linked to each of you. As Aurea, you feel yourself being pulled towards that obelisk. And that's where we're going to call it for today.
You fucking bastard. You fucking asshole. Eat shit.
That is where we're going to call it today because we're at time. And I want to be cognizant of that. But tune in next week and we'll see.
Just
what...
once! I want you to kill me with hit points. Just once!
Yeah, fucking try. Yeah, fucking try to kill her with hit points next time. This is a
The body is
fucking
strong, but
challenge,
spirit
bitch.
is weak.
But yeah, so tune in next week and we'll see what's
Tune
going to
next
happen.
week for fucking D&D court.
Let's go around as I change the music real quick and say who you are and where we can find you this week. Dimples, go first.
Hello, I'm Dimples and Dice, also known as Damp Daddy if you're looking at the closed captions. You can find me every Wednesday. We're closing in on the end of this campaign, but every Wednesday over on Laugh Love Lindy's channel, we are doing a Call of Cthulhu campaign. We're in an underwater bubble, and we're about to blow some shit up, literally. And, you know, that might end up meaning everything goes along with us, but at least monsters won't take over the world. You know, hero moments and shit. And for you shippers, yeah, you got something to ship in this one, because you know, that's what I do. I gave you something to ship. So do that. Come watch me there. More stuff to come. That's what I do. Yeah. Get on screen and I just get That's all I got. There's not a whole lot going around for me. Just keep an eye out. I'll have stuff going on. I've been so busy, but I have a new job, which means I have new time, more time, because I actually get off at a reasonable hour in the evening. So I will be planning on running another campaign because I don't know what to do with my hands.
20s, bitch.
I would love to. I don't know what you motherfuckers' schedules looks like because all of y'all are busy as shit.
I always leave my Saturday nights open for rolling these 20s. So
I don't have Saturdays anymore though.
Well, damn.
no.
Now I don't know. It's about. It seems like it's about your schedule now, ain't it, bro?
One day? Hold up. That's one day.
Wow.
I just told you my Wednesday's about to free up. Yeah,
Amazing.
Question
Okay.
is-
April
Dimples,
agrees
thank
with
you. Sin.
I'm scared to speak at this moment. The diva was too stunned to speak after hearing that. But also, hi, resident sunflower person here. You can find me doing the things on Sundays. Tomorrow morning in particular, we're starting a little bit earlier than usual. So I'll be doing things at 10:30. On Sundays, I will be ranting about tech industry and gaming and streaming related things on Thursdays. And I at 8 p.m. Eastern with the Tech Talk crew. And I will be here on Saturdays, probably very angry next week, TBH.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it will not be fine.
Our resident Toby was not here today, but I do want to point out that Robo did make a post and is putting a call out for their birthday. They want to do a TTRPG actual play Money for Palestine the week of March 8th to March 11th. So I did want to put that out if you have not followed Robo or you want to answer the call and help out raising some money for Palestine, please go in and check that out because I know Robo would point to that and would say butts. April.
I'm April. I was Aurea. You can find me all over the internet as April Raygun. That's it. I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm trying to
Go to the bathroom. It's fine.
Okay, love you.
I have no rule of staying if you need to go to the bathroom.
I love April. They are my favorite.
They're wonderful. Fair. All you.
Also realized that her command needs to be updated.
Yes.
Because the pronouns are not correct. Hi, I'm Farron. I am Deodora Shade's son. You're pretty pissed off Battlemaster fighter at this point, about to tear some throats out. You can follow me on Twitter at Fairbear. You can follow me on Twitch, also at Fairbear. I do stream. I might stream tonight. I don't know. Follow me and find out. You can hear my voice on Taking Initiative Season 3. It is a Pathfinder 2E campaign called Sword and She, SIDHE. Set in a homebrew world as well as Ampistrano is. And then I don't know, I was asked to be part of another thingy, so maybe you'll see that sometime soon. I don't know.
And thank you, Fair. I did just update April's pronouns, so they should be correct now in Nightbot. But yeah, go and do that. Hi everyone, I've been your storyteller today, and your producer, D&D Jordan Leashy here today. You can find me back here tomorrow, as I believe we're going to continue our honor mode run of Baldur's Gate. We'll see how that game treats me, because it's been stress. I also did announce
I hope
earlier.
it treats you the same way you treated us today.
Don't wish that upon me. We announced earlier this week, but Ambrose and I are doing a really special Baldur's Gate project that's going to be airing on February 1st at 7 p.m. So come check that out. We're going to be basically playing Baldur's Gate, but we fleshed it out into a one-on-one actual play TTRPG experience, and we're super excited to kind of dive in. Nervous, but excited about it. Really do appreciate all of you hanging out with us today, especially since I know we went a little bit long. We are going to go ahead and raid, and we're going to actually head over to Selena Price, who is live with some Baldur's Gate. They are an absolute blast, but please make sure to take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time, Beyond the Veil. Bye, everybody.